Alright guys, well hey, what's going on? As you can see, I'm out here in the complete dark again. My buddy Steve. I'm kind of taking advantage right now of coming out here in the dark. Got some really cool lights from Phoenix. If I can get it in there. It's the Phoenix LD60. This is a 2800 lumen Cree LED light. Cool thing about this light in particular is every one of these emitters on the inside for the LEDs, actually I'll come over here and show you. Hey Steve, hey, we come here and hold this real quick before we hit the trail. I want to show something pretty cool about this light. Okay, it's got, as you can see, it's got 3 LEDs, okay? But this is a new cap design that Phoenix has. So, on the inside of the cap, see that'll rotate, but it's got this pin here that locks in on either side of the batteries. But the cool thing is say you put one battery in, okay? One LED. Now that little effect that you see there that was on either side, I'll show you again. Kind of looks like Mickey Mouse almost. That's just the LED reflecting off the 2 empty emitter sides, reflectors on them. But, you know, that's pretty neat, I think. You can obviously put in, you know, it's just kind of same thing either way. So, on the trail tonight, on the way up there, figure I'm going to have a free hand. So I'm going to use this puppy as our guide light going up this path. As you can see here, it is dark. And this is a new trail for us. So, we're going to find our way through it. The cool thing about this light is these animals, look at this, they can't escape us. What the heck was that? Alright, well, it looks like we found home for the night. This area is a little more heavily wooded, so we've got plenty of cover all around us. Really cool. I don't know if you can even see the moon. Look at that moon. Beautiful night out tonight. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, we're actually sleeping really simple tonight. We are literally just gonna throw down some tarps, maybe one over our heads, throw down our sleeping bags. That's about it. It's beautiful weather out. It's supposed to get down into the low 40s tonight. I think we'll be plenty fine. He's over there playing with his phone. I see him. The elusive Steve.
They can't even see me.
Oh, like
I'm gonna turn my camouflage pack towards them so they can't see me.
Oh no! Check it out, Steve. Oh, you're. Yep. That's it. Sweet. But see, it stretches out long. But then when you actually get like start tying the air back into it,
yeah,
the coils pull themselves tight. So that's pretty decent. It's not gonna, unfortunately, it's not gonna fit in my. It's made to last. So. Spoiled rotten. Alright, well, you guys can see my shelter here that I set up. I'm going to turn my headlamp on real quick so you can see how I did it. Alright, basically, my goal that I wanted to do was I didn't want to use any 550 paracord, and I didn't want to use any tent stakes. So, I went ahead and I just used the sticks. And I found the sticks that were busted in wise. You know, any stick will do. Like this here, you've got, basically you have a stake and a keeper to hold it from popping up. So that's what I had done. Here I have two of them. Same thing on this end. I stretched it up actually to the part of this tree here. Follow it around. Now this is actually, this tarp is actually just an Ascend footprint that my wife got me. And inside is my living quarters. Not bad. I've got my Nemo Cosmo insulated sleeping pad underneath there. Give that thing a shot, get used to it. I did break out my cold weather bag, but basically, I just want to. Do I need it tonight? Probably not. It's going to be a low of somewhere in the low 40s. But this guy right here is pretty sweet. This is the Phoenix CL20. This is on borrow, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and probably purchase this. I really like this thing. You know, you set it up any way you want to. I just kind of, I have it hanging in here, which is kind of cool because it's really lighting the place up in here. But, show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puppy's bright. Now if I double tap it, it's got a nice red LED. You probably can't even see it because my light's too bright. Let me kill this. There you go. Pretty neat, huh? I think it's cool. But it's SOS. So here is my living quarters, like I said, and I am going to make some food. I didn't bring much to eat tonight. I really like that thing. But get into the pack and bust out some cooking implements, shall we? Alright, well, I'm going to make just a little bit of a path here on the ground. Just a hole, small one. Nothing major. Just about that deep, or about that wide. Like that. Basically, because I've seen, here's one of my cook kits Catalyst by GSI. Yeah, that's a tea towel. That's how I keep it from ripping my pack up. If you guys ever owned the Catalyst, if you've seen the Catalyst, it has, I'll show you, these guys right here, these nice sharp points, puncture your bag. That wouldn't be cool, not at all. So I use a tea towel. It has more than one purpose, but in the bottom of this, keeping the Vargo hexagon wood stove, stainless steel. Basically the reason why I have stainless steel is because the weight difference between this and the titanium versus the cost difference, personally for me, just was not worth it. So it's got a nice bag. Comes in, and there she is. Pretty simple. Of course, I'm doing this sideways here. Got tabs here. Locks in. Locks in. That's it. Done. So, I'll open up this little hatch here. Get fire started. I had to use some wet fire. This leaf, these leaves were like leather leaf. Just getting them started. It's kind of rough. Finding some smaller tenders kind of difficult. That's at least somewhat dry. Even the small stuff is just very well, like this, flexible. So get some of this bigger wood that's real breakable. I tried to find a majority of it as hanging limbs, not just deadfall, but stuff that's actually up off the tree that's already dead. So we'll get her going good. Alright, well, let's go through the pack to see what we're doing for dinner tonight. Which, brace yourselves, this is going to be pretty extravagant. Boom! Some ramen. Yeah, I know, I usually like to make things, bigger meals, stuff like that, but this was kind of a spurt of the moment, hey, let's go to the woods. Can't be like that guy over there who just so happens to have steak ready.
You gotta be prepared, man.
No kidding. Alright, so Steve's over here using the Bush box from Bushcraft Essentials. I gotta tell you what, I love that stove. Now, I'm using the Vargo hexagon stove. And, you know, it's definitely a different stove. I haven't had any problems with it going out on me or having issues feeding the fire. I did dig a hole underneath here to help pull oxygen into it. You know, it's really burning really good. I'm gonna let some of that burn down a little bit, and I'm gonna get some water, put it in my little pot here. There you go. I'm using the MSR. What is this? 725 milliliters, I believe. It's the smaller one, but I really like it. It's gonna do what I need it to do. So definitely gonna eat some ramen, and it's not really cold out, so I don't really want to say warm up. But yeah, so we're gonna get this food going. Now here comes the moment of truth. See how well the stove works as I start feeding the embers. So underneath, this is going to be different. Definitely going to have to get used to doing this. For me, it's different at least. But it's really not bad, you know. I mean, my little seagull pot fits on it really good. The MSR pot does. The stow away pot. Fire takes off pretty well. Yeah, we'll see how she goes. Well, as you can see, Vargo is burning pretty well. I'm going to close this a little bit. That's a lot of wet wood, as you can see. It's mud. But it's holding its own, really. I mean, besides the smoke, I can deal with the smoke.
If you can't deal with the smoke, get out of the woods.
Yeah, but it's really not doing a bad job. Come over here a little bit, because personally, as you can see, plenty of water in there. I like to eat my ramen noodles a little drier than that. A little more. Good. I like it a lot like that. Steve over there still making his din. Well, per tradition, this is the first bite rule. So here we go. My steaming hot ramen noodles. Which, you know what, when you're hungry, that's okay, because they're good no matter what. So, alright. I basically let this fire burn all the way down to just a few embers, and then I just stuffed it completely full of wood and blew on it, and it took off, you know, no problem. So that's kind of one of the little tests that I like to do to my, you know, stoves that I try out, is, you know, really see how hard they are to relight, because all of us have been camping and or hiking or backpacking or bushcrafting, or we'll just say we've all been outdoors using a wood stove and we forget to tend it. And before you know, here we are in wet conditions trying to relight the thing. It doesn't work. I mean, the stove's actually doing a really good job. First impressions? My first impressions were, it seems a little small. I wasn't so sure about the conical shape. As it is right now, I'm pretty impressed by this little stove. Caught a leaf on fire. Crap. Okay. No. Seriously, I was really taken back a little bit by it, because I wasn't sure exactly how it was really going to work. Yeah, I wanted to really try another stove to let guys know, or you guys and gals know, what kind of, you know, really wood stove options there are that are out there for you guys to choose from. Would I recommend this? Shit, yes, I would. There's nothing wrong with it at all. You just have to remember down here on the bottom to make sure you cut out a little bit so that way it can ventilate. Other than that, you know, I really got to tell you, I was apprehensive because there are no holes in the side of it. That part I was worried about. I was wondering if it was going to actually breathe, and as you can see down inside of there, it's not having any problems really. Now, my buddy Mark over at Scouting Free, he had a lot of issues, and he has a titanium hexagon stove, and he had burnt holes. Excuse me, drilled holes in the side of his stove, and seemed to work out really good for him. So, you know, if you do get this stove and you don't think it oxygenates very well, you could always drill some holes in the side. But as it is, seems to be working pretty good for me. You know, and not to mention, this door here isn't bad, really. I mean, just don't grab it with your hands. Be alright. So, yeah, I'm just playing around with it now, though. I'm just kind of seeing how much crap I can burn in it, and not to mention it is getting a little chillier now. Maybe, even though they say it's getting into the low 40s, maybe it's just because we've been out here for so long. Our bodies have acclimated to the temperature out here, but it's got a bit of a chill now. So that's the Vargo Hexagon wood stove. It's alright. It wouldn't definitely be my first choice of stoves. but it's small, it's compact, it's lightweight. It's definitely budget and wallet friendly. Obviously it works. It just fed me. So, yeah, I recommend it. Check it out.
Comparison.
Yeah, we're going to do a comparison between the Phoenix LD60. And Steve, which one are you going to be using?
I'm going to be using the Phoenix UC40 UE, which is a maximum 960 lumen flashlight. So.
And it does not take batteries. That is a micro USB on the bottom there. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I've seen a few like that, but not too many. I mean, none of the higher end like this. So, yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty impressive. You hold the button in for about a second or two, and that turns it on. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hit it again. It brightens by one. Okay. Usually when it turns on, it turns on this low mode, which...
You can see it out there.
And then, hit it one more time. It's your medium, which isn't bad right there at all. And then one more time, and you have your bright, which this is supposed to be the maximum 960 lumen.
It's pretty bright.
It's not bad for...
I mean, look how far you can see.
Alright, so that is the Phoenix UC40 UE.
And this, on low, it's 30 lumen. Not very bright. On maximum, 2600 lumen. As you can tell, it's just a bright ball white. Next step down, that's 1500 lumen. That's still freaking bright. So, alright, that I think it's pretty nice. It is a little bulky though. I mean, it's pretty big. The one now, this other one that Steve has,
which is the Phoenix E41. It's supposed to be 1000 lumen.
it's built a lot like the LD60. If you look at the button, the way that it's a raised button, as far as the width, one LED Cree.
That's your low setting. Medium. High. It's not a bad little flashlight.
Not at all. Now the headlamp that I'm using, the HL30, this bad boy right here, it's 200 lumen. You can see, you want to hold that for me, Steve? You can see it's got really decent push buttons up here. I really do like those. I got the on and off here. I've got my different mode selections here. I can hold them down to go right into my red LED. You know, I got to admit, I really like this. It's super, super easy. You may run into the issues when you get a different headlamp. You're like, oh my god, you know, how's this thing work? And you're sitting here going through all these different modes. This, it's simple. I like it. Definitely. You can see the 200 lumen. You know, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I like that it doesn't do what the LD60 does, leave a big bright white spot right wherever you're looking, but this is also 2600 lumen, so sucker's bright. All right, campers. Night, John boy. Night, John boy. It is definitely time for bed. It's midnight-ish. It did get pretty cold, but you know, I'm in this military bag, and plus I've got this 3-inch thick sleeping pad I'm on, so I'm actually kind of spoiled right now. This is good. It's real good. And the more I use this little light here that I perched on a stick, the more I really like it. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a purchase of mine, definitely. Well, I'm gonna get hunkered down here. Get warm. I guess. I'm already pretty snug now that I'm halfway in this bag. Steve's over there. He's crawling into his sack now, so well, we'll talk to you guys later, and
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys in the AM as we're packing up, which for us is gonna happen in about 3.5 hours. Yeah. That's alright. See ya. Alright, well, it's 3:30 AM, and we're all packed up. Leave no trace, fellas. Definitely leave no trace. Alright, well, see Steve's headlamp up there. He's already down the trail waiting for me. I just wanted him to come back and double check, make sure we didn't leave anything behind. There's his spot over there. There's my spot over here. We camouflaged it pretty good. This is where I slept. Alrighty. Still gorgeous out. Still absolutely beautiful night. I want to thank everybody for watching. Go check out OmahaKnife.com. Omaha Knife Curtis over there really let us try out some really cool things. All around good guy, all around good gear for sure. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching.